Good afternoon, scrappers, and welcome to my kitchen. Now, this is not going to be a normal scrap video. In fact, something entirely different. This may win subscribers, and it may lose subscribers. It is what it is, but I thought, well, what the hell? Something a little different from the everyday, showing air cons, pulling crap apart, doing scrap sell-offs. It's a bit of a gloomy day. It's been storming all day, in fact, actually. So I thought, well, how about I make something for you guys that maybe you could make at home. Now, to keep with the scrap theme, we will call this the Scrapper's Stroganoff. Technically, it's called the beef stroganoff, but because we've got scrappers here, we are calling it the Scrapper's Stroganoff. And, well, I'm not using beef. In fact, I'm using chicken thigh, because I think chicken thigh is the best part of the chicken, not the breast, which is not very good. So we're using chicken thigh, and we're going to get down to business. So let's flip this around and I'll show you what I am using. So I know the light's not very good. It looks like it's a, I don't know, it's not very great, but it's like it's got a soft touch to it. But anyway, we have some mushrooms. We got half a kilo of mushrooms. Quite excessive, but nonetheless, we have mushrooms. Sweet paprika. Beef stock. Don't ask me, don't be going off at me about beef stock and chicken, okay? Don't worry about it. We've got cream. We've got some lime, and we've got some garlic. This light sucks, man. Really adding a soft touch to the whole thing. Anyway, half a kilo, or is it half a kilo, or was it a bit over? Is closer to 600 grams of chicken thigh. So we're going to get underway, and I'm going to give you a bit of a gander at how to make this. First things first, we're going to cut up the chicken thigh into rough cubes. They don't have to be fantastic, but we're going to cut them up into smaller pieces. Watch your fingers. You don't want to cut the things off. You won't be much of a scrapper with no fingers. Although cuts on your fingers, well, that just tells a story, doesn't it? Chopped up. Now it's time to move to the frying pan. In the middle. Stick that in the middle. And we'll drizzle a little oil. Allow this to get a little bit hot, and then we shall add our cubed chicken. Pan's feeling hot. Time to add our chicken. Put the cutting board aside. Give this a quick stir so it doesn't stick too much. And we'll just let that sit there just for maybe a minute or so before we give it another stir. In the meantime, you can clean your cutting board while you're waiting. Okay, so while we are allowing this to brown, just going to Good old sprinkling of cracked pepper. Wonderful. Good old sprinkling of salt. Wonderful. A bit of a mix through. Now this is not your traditional Stroganoff or scrapper Stroganoff recipe, but there are a fair few aspects of this which are. While I'm also here, garlic. I'm lazy, so I've got the minced garlic. Again, I apologise for the how the light looks in the soft setting, but that's the way it is. Couple spoons. I like my garlic. I don't mind keeping the vampires away. Mix it through again. Beautiful. And we'll let that keep on cooking a bit longer. It's quite watery still. So it hasn't really browned too much because it's, as I said, the chicken appears to be quite watery. But nonetheless, all this is flavour. We love flavour, okay? Now I've got my sweet paprika. It doesn't say it on the jar, but it's sweet paprika. Good old sprinkle of that too. Don't be shy. Oh yeah. I'm not shy, baby. We love it. Stir it through. Now when it comes to the meat, you don't have to use beef. You don't have to use chicken. You can use pork or lamb if you want, okay? It's really up to you. And as we can see, adding that paprika is thickened up a bit. And with that being thickening up, I'm going to grab some stock. Yes, again, it's beef stock. Don't be writing comments telling me you don't put chicken stock with beef stock, this and that. Don't worry about it, okay? It's not the end of the world. You're not cooking for the Queen or the King of England or anyone, okay? It's for you and the family to eat, so don't worry. Just a little bit in there. No, there wasn't much in here. This was from another meal that I made. What was that? A casserole, which I used lamb shanks for the casserole. So I might as well have used it and gotten rid of it. I might add that casserole was delicious. Maybe one day I'll show you that recipe. We'll see how this goes. The response anyway. I'm just going to allow this cook a little bit longer, and then I will remove this and put it in a separate bowl, and then I'll start wiltering down the mushrooms. So this is thickened up now, and I'm going to put this aside in the separate bowl. It's really nice, lovely. I'm in a little awkward position, but don't worry about it. Okay, put this back on here. And we're going to get the mushrooms. What the hell? I'm going to tip them. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Okay, I've just added a little splash of oil just to add a bit of moisture there in the mushrooms. You know, it doesn't matter. I'll add the whole lot in. If you're not a fan of mushrooms, add less. Maybe 200 grams will do. Half a kilo. Doesn't matter. These things will wilt away and you'll hardly notice it. So again, we'll leave this to wilt down and we'll go to the next step. Honestly guys, a very, very simple dish. You can't go wrong. So while this is wilting down, whatever you took out of the cupboard that you don't need anymore, put it away. Anything dirty that you've used, give it a clean. So that way you don't have to worry about a big cleanup at the end. It's mostly all done. So as you can see, the mushrooms have wilted down. They're nice and soft. And they've expelled their juices, as we can see. Flavour, as we call it. Now we will return the chicken. Whoa, don't mind the wrong side of the bowl, I'm sorry, actually. This hands in the way. The poor cameraman, who is this? Poor cameraman, it's first day. Crikey. Get a hold of yourself, mate. Mix it through. Absolutely amazing. Smells great too. Now heat wise, I haven't said nothing about the heat of the stove the whole time, but roughly go by feel. I cooked the chicken on a high heat and then I've turned it down to a medium heat, and that's kind of where it's sat the whole time. That looks great. Now cream, 600 mils of cream. Pour it in. If you've got a family, this will feed 4 of you. If you don't, it'll feed you for a couple of days. When I lived by myself, before I got married and had children, I always made food so it would last me 2 or 3 days. I didn't mind eating the same thing for 2 or 3 days straight. Some people don't like it. Personally, I couldn't give a crap. If I didn't have to rush home from work to cook dinner, that's a win on my side, because I'd already done it. So what we're going to do now is, I'm just going to bring this up to a bit of a simmer, and then I'm going to turn the heat down. Allow this to thicken just a little bit, stirring on the odd occasion. And once I think it's good enough, I'll have some rice ready, which we have rice left over from the other night. It's still good, which is beautiful. And we'll serve it over the top of some rice. I think it's looking to grouse. We'll leave that, we'll come back and have a look after. Okay, as you can see, this is thickened up. It's probably been on this medium heat for roughly, half an hour as a guess. And I just kept stirring on the odd occasion, cleaning the edges as I stirred. And I think that's looking pretty damn good. I think this is at a consistency to my liking. I have also added just a couple of sprinkles of oregano. You didn't see that because I kind of forgot. You don't have to add it, trust me. But I kind of like the addition of it. So I'm going to get my boof in here. I'm going to give this a bit of a taste. Because you've got to kind of adjust the seasoning. Taste to check for your liking. It's hot. I think that's pretty good. That's a winner in my book. If you want, you can add a bit of lime. Technically, you're meant to add a bit of lemon juice, but I don't have lemon juice. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a squeeze of lime just to finish, and then we'll mix it through, and then we're ready to serve. Amazing. Time to turn the heat off. We'll move on to the last step of serving it over rice. Here's some nice hot rice, just been heated in the microwave. And all we're going to do next, serve it over the top. Don't be shy. The kids have already been served. All is good. So this dish probably cost around about $20 to make. And again, can easily feed a family of 4. I've got leftovers for tomorrow. Actually, no, I won't. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve, so it's a bit of a barbecue thing happening at my parents' house. So that's that. You could dress this up with a sprinkling of parsley, but I don't give a crap about parsley or any of that, or making it looking fancy. Again, not at a restaurant. We're at home, so you know what? A little bit more, eh? A little bit more. Beautiful. I guess I've got this for what? I don't even know what today is. Monday, I guess. Monday. That's good. Mix it through. Sensational. Well, before I sit down to eat this, what did you think, boys?
Good!
Wow, that's a winner from the kids. That doesn't happen all the time. They've just about finished up.
Yep.
There's me. I'm ready to go. The kids weren't wrong. It's bloody beautiful. Well, tell you what. I'm going to put an end to this video because I don't want my food to get cold. So it's bon appetit, guys. Thanks for watching if you did. Like and subscribe if you can. Don't run away.
Dad, I'm ready for this.
Don't run away just because I've done a cooking video. It was raining outside. It wasn't that great. But hey, if you decide to think, stuff this for a joke, Up to you, that's fine. Maybe you've learned something. Maybe you already knew about it. But if you haven't, give the scrap of Stroganoff a go. It doesn't take long and it's very inexpensive to make. $20, flat out, feed yourself for a family of 4, maybe for one day or twice. Thanks for watching the game. Ciao for now.
Bye.